soul. You left our love unwhole, and maybe you don't feel, but to me it's all too real. Whistling past the graveyard, giving up the ghost of you. Giving up the ghost of you. Whistling past the graveyard, giving up the ghost of you. Giving up the ghost.
Brian Larney, live in the studio. He's here. That was his recording, Whistling Past the Graveyard. And that's from The Starting Line. And good morning to you, Brian Larney.
Good morning. How are you, Chris?
Well, I was just trying to clear up this. I thought there was a band, and then I thought there was a solo, and so I'm like, I was a little confused about the title of the what I thought was a group.
Yeah. Well,
So we're working on that, right?
yeah. Well, last year I got together with a bunch of guys, and it felt like a band. So
And it sure looked like a band because it was the videos are the town hall.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then if I plug you in, the town hall goes to the many town halls that are in America. And
I'm
so
everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
yeah. So the videos are cool.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Very, very well done.
Yeah,
And-
we shot those down at a place called Factory Underground Records. They're the ones who actually put out the Town Hall record, or I should say Brian Larney and the Town Hall record, not to keep adding to the confusion. So actually, we pivoted essentially because of the confusion you just alluded to.
Yeah.
We were having trouble getting people to find the town hall and understand what everybody's like. Well, so it's like
I think it should be Brian Larney at the town hall. That's right. That's my vote.
All right. Well, I'm with you, man. We'll go
my
with
vote.
that. We'll go with that.
Unless there's some like personnel problems where people think, well, wait, it's mine too, but it seems like it's yours.
No, I mean these guys don't feel that way. They're
Okay.
they're very cool. I mean I brought in all the songs, so they were.
So you're the songwriter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, not essentially. I am.
So are you the songwriter and arranger, or does that get arranged? Does the music get arranged as parties come together to perform?
Probably a little bit of the latter. I mean, I have pretty solid ideas. I'll cut a complete demo essentially with all the instruments on it, with my basic approach to the song, and then the other guys come in, they put their spin on it, and which is usually better than what I did. But I mean, there's guardrails, so we don't stray too far from the original demo.
So Brian Larney has, as you're listening to this, you might, if you're down in the Old Port or near Commercial Street, or if you're going to be taking a ferry, you might want to stop into Andy's and check out Brian. We'll be performing there tonight from 6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m., yes.
And we have guitar in hand, and we have, is your voice ready?
It's as ready as it can be for 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning. So Brian Larney, what are you going to start with?
I'm going to play a song called Favorite Lies. So I'm going to be doing that tonight down at Andy's.
Okay.
I think I'm going to bring it down a half step.
Okay. Here's Brian Larney.
Stood at the podium, putting my hands on this book. Promise after promise I swore, vows that I took in front of all the world took that final step toward a grand destiny. Hear my favorite lies. They won't keep us close. My favorite lies. Everyone wants to hear what they want me to say. I never dreamed that I'd become so good at this game. Courage is a notion I held once dear to my heart, and ambition watered down every time I made a sound. Hear my favorite lies. They won't keep us close. My favorite lies. Hear my favorite lies. They won't keep us close. My favorite lies.
Brian Larney, live in the studio this morning. Favorite Lies, which is already in Spinitron, so it's been played before.
Excellent.
Hallelujah.
For real, huh? That's right.
So you hail out of somewhere in Connecticut, Bridgeport, or is
Yes, it's Bridgeport, otherwise known as the excitement capital of the Northeast.
how is that? How is that possible?
I'm kidding, of course.
Uh,
I shouldn't joke about it. It's
That's on the Sound, right?
it's on the Sound. Yeah.
Okay, so it's across from like
Fort Jefferson. in
Fort
Long Island.
Jefferson,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's actually a very cool ferry that leaves
Right.
from Bridgeport, back and forth.
take the Orient Point one sometimes.
Oh, is that New London? Is that?
Yeah, New London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does that go out to?
Orient Point.
Oh, duh.
No, it's all right. You can wave to Block Island as you go by.
Yeah, no kidding. It's funny because Bridgeport's got a bad reputation. It's an old city, and it's kind of run down, a lot of it, and industry has left many decades ago. But I live in this little gem of a section called Black Rock, which it's like a mini Portland. I mean, there's lighthouses, and it's gorgeous, and multi-million-dollar homes and stuff. Not that I have one. I live on the outskirts of that. But it's surprising that it's actually within the city limits of a city that's got such a bad reputation. It's actually
I had no opinion or awareness of the bad reputation.
really
None.
It was
No.
actually featured on, I think, Family Guy. That show. They made
Not
a
Crime Watch.
Well, it was that kind of thing on Family Guy. It was they made some joke about crime and how horrible. And they said something about, I don't know, it's just like Bridgeport, Connecticut or something. And, of course, the people in the city got upset, and there was this big controversy locally about it. But in any case, I feel bad now. I gave you way too much information. Now
okay.
you've formed an opinion.
No, I haven't formed an opinion. Well, I wanted to go to something off the EP from the Town Hall
Okay.
and play something. But I think when people think of this, they should probably think of Brian Larney in the Town Hall because it's your songs.
Right, that's correct. Yeah, that's like I said. We're pivoting from that name. When we get the new ones printed up, we will put Brian Larney in the Town Hall on there. So.
seen that look before in your eyes filled with gloom. The TV is on in the room, 1,000-yard stare I just can't get through. You're not alone in this cold room. Don't get tangled or torn up into, caught up in a backlash. Don't hesitate to stand up and make your case. Caught up in a backlash so you can get out of the way. Awakened by the splash of the stone thrown in, hit the bottom and feel it sink in. Everyone has lost it, the crowd loses sight. It's 5 dead in Dallas tonight. You know this, don't you get drawn into hate, caught up in a backlash when love awakens. You won't ever have to wait, caught up in a backlash. You can get out of the way. Don't get tangled or torn up into, caught up in a backlash. Don't hesitate to stand up and make your case. Caught up in a backlash, you can get out of the way. You can get out of the way. You can get out of the way.
The Town Hall Backlash. America Needs the Town Hall is the name of the EP, and the songwriter, Brian Larney, is in the house, and all the way from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yes, that's right.
Well, welcome to Portland, and welcome to WMPG, and welcome to this program. Us folk have been doing this for a while, and it's always great to have people in the studio.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Have you always been writing songs, or did this start, like, when did it start?
Oh, it's scary. It started really young. It's I call it an affliction or an addiction or a compulsion or something like that. I mean, it not to put a negative spin on, because it's not negative at all, but it's a drive. I just started a long time ago. You know, I always kind of wanted to participate in. You know, when you hear a song, I don't know. It could be anything from like a Burt Bacharach tune all the way to something, you know, brand new, you know, and you just feel something so strong from it. I want to participate in that badly. Yeah. I want to help make.
So who's rocking your world, or you know?
Lately?
Yeah. Who's, you know.
Gosh, I don't know.
Whose chili are you digging? How's that?
It's funny because I seize songs. I end up becoming addicted to a song or two kind of thing.
Okay, so what's the hot one?
I have to admit that I tried not to like this guy, but Nathaniel Rateliff, have you heard of him?
No.
Oh, you should have.
See, this is called cross-pollination.
Yes, or you will hear of him if you haven't. He's becoming huge.
Nathaniel
Rateliff. It's Rateliff or something like that. He had a hit about a year ago called SOB, where he's like, "Get me a drink" or something. It did not appeal to me whatsoever. It was real. It seemed almost pandering,
right,
to me. But he's got a new song out called "You Worry Me," and I just think it's brilliant. And it's sung brilliantly. It's written brilliantly, and it's just great. So, and so I'm currently hooked on that song.
Are there any songwriters that you want to emulate?
Yeah, it's funny because I go way back for those. Like I mentioned, back rock. I love the stuff that he did with Hal David, Jimmy Webb, Neil Finn from.
Oh yeah. He just
I mean,
has a new one out.
He does. Yeah, he did that. I think if you're talking about the same one, he did that in front of an audience that was online essentially, and he would do it every Friday night. He would actually track while people were participating and watching, and I thought that was kind of an interesting idea.
So you're into the backstory too.
Yeah, I mean, Neil Finn is. I worship at the altar of Neil Finn. I basically do. His stuff is just crazy good to me. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I like Michael Penn. He's the same kind of thing, sort of Beatle influenced.
Yeah.
You know, but I cross too into like this Daniel Rateliff guy is definitely not that. You know, he's more folk or blues kind of influenced. So I kind of cross into those things too. City and Color rocked my world a few years ago for a while.
Wow.
And
So you're mentioning names, which I feel like I'm Ross now because you're mentioning names. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You need to explore these guys. They're really, really good. And I you know, if I can expand on it, I think what's interesting today, it's hard to get information because we're overloaded. There's so much available, so much content, so much everything that you can totally go down a path that none of your friends are going down, you know, or nobody you know is going down, or vice versa. Everybody else is hip to something that you're like, what? Who's Justin Timberlake? I never know, you know, that kind of thing. Of course, I'm kidding. We all know who he is. Right. But you get my point, right? So that's how I feel. Like when I talk about these people and they scratch their head, I'm like, no, they're really popular.
Yeah. There are so many good. Are you aware of Folk Alliance?
As an organization, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're doing amazing things. This is their 30th year, and they're in Kansas City. I should be there, but I'm not. But I played a track from Molly Tuttle. Have you heard Molly Tuttle?
No. See?
There you go.
Proves my point.
Molly Tuttle, phenomenal songwriter, phenomenal guitarist. And she has the Song of the Year. So,
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Song of the Year, and I didn't even know.
And you didn't even know. So there you go.
It's scary, actually. I do wonder where it's all going to end up. Everybody will just have they'll create their own music and live in their own world. That's what's going to happen.
Well, the beauty of sharing content, this is like what you do. I mean, you create content and you share it.
Right.
And that's what we do here. You know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's the mix, but a lot of times it's live people coming in and doing what you're doing. Another track. Something live?
Sure, yeah. This is a song called The Devil and I wrote it sort of recently, about, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Okay.
Starting to play it out a little bit.
Brian Larney.
Sorry. I feel like you feel when you feel you think something is wrong. Something just ain't right. I've got nothing to sell, no story, no excuses, well, no lines. Fairness is denied. Temptation is one, no regret. What's done ain't done unless it sees daylight. Suspicion is a game, intuition is a game, I swear you won't be proven right. And every word that I promised you is dredged up from below. The truth you won't know, 'cause the devil and I never tell a soul. Yeah, the devil and I will never tell a soul. Today I hit pay dirt, I on absolution affirmed, I swore allegiance to him. And for my trouble he gave a pledged, so depraved his silence for millennium. And what's the cost of hurting you? The price that is waived, the secret is saved, 'cause the devil and
of suffering. The greater the wind, the deeper the sin, 'cause the devil and I sure enough will win. Yeah, the devil and I sure enough will win.
Brian Larney, live in the studio. The Devil and I. Really? Brian Larney is from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and he is up here doing, he played at Blue last night. He's playing tonight, an early show, 6 p.m. at Andy's, 6 to 8. So he'll be doing, I imagine, a couple sets.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing two 45ers maybe.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, well, you want to go to another track? You got something else brewing?
Sure. All right, we're going to stick with this religious theme. All right.
Oh, the religious thing.
Yeah. The
Religious thing about guns and everything? I mean, you know, like, who?
What? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, you know how, I guess, the whole gun thing has been blown up in everybody's faces again.
I know. It's so upsetting on so many levels that it continues. And
Is Sandy Hook near?
it is
Bridgeport?
actually. It's about maybe 25 minutes north, so it's not that far.
So there must have been repercussions in your neighborhood.
Oh,
as far-
sure. I mean, everybody. They put up all sorts of monuments and playgrounds and such. Actually, all the way down to the coast. I mean, it was. But that's just visually what happened. Yeah, people felt it. I mean, Sandy Hook is beautiful, by the way. It's a great little town. It's fairly affluent, and it's gorgeous up there. And to have such an earth-shattering thing occur, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay off my personal opinions here.
Yeah. But when you think about it, and you think of like the defense of where Americans sort of stand, and then they take religion and they add that to that mix.
How could it be added? I mean,
I don't know.
That, in my opinion, they seem like they should be polar opposites, the antithesis of one another, and yet there it is.
There it is, and here we are
exactly
again.
Over and over and over.
Right.
It's really getting scary.
Yeah.
But it's almost as if they're saying, "No, the sky really is purple." And you're like, "No, it's blue. I swear it is." No, it's purple. And then it's just so. It just seems to defy logic that much to me. But
So this is a religious song.
well, it's not a religious song. It's got some religious imagery in it.
And what's it called?
It's called Homily.
Homily. Okay. Brian Larney.
Carnival lights are low and Noah's eyes closed now. It's the end of the run, they're gonna tear it all down. A carpenter built a house, not where my heart dwells now. Ain't my home, but it's gonna have to do somehow. Everybody I meet, everyone is asleep. Every effort I make just gets turned down. And every song that I hear just reminds me of you, like a psalm from the pulpit where the preacher sings out. Everything sounds like a homily. A homily. Incantations or revelations, knees buckled, hand together, head down. And everything that you read in that book, all the pages, everything it says is wrong is alright. Everything reads like a homily. A homily. did before. Play it like you mean it more and more. And play it solitary, overstated, or just fake it. Let me be. Carefully unwrap the wrap around my heart. It's protective coated that you painted on. Carried on, believe and carried all this weight. Just take it light, take it slow, take it all. 'Cause it's just all a homily. A homily. A homily. A homily.
Brian Larney, Homily. Like that track.
Thank you. Thanks.
There's some good songwriting there.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is that what I said? Did I say it like that?
No, I was teasing you. You're an excellent sport. So, have you been to Portland before?
I have, actually, and I've played Andy's as well. Not as Brian Larney. I also play in a band called Lines West. And
Lines West. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you have well, like a lot of incarnations musically.
yeah, I tend to like, this is the one that's going to rock the world.
So
kind of
Lines
thing.
West was what, a trio, a quartet, or?
It was actually two guys, two
two-
songwriters. We still work and perform together. And he writes a song, I write a song. We kind of go back and forth, fill up an album's worth, record the album, and we got two of the greatest rhythm section players you can imagine who fill it out. And when we play live, sometimes we do the full band, sometimes we do
Just the two of you.
acoustic duo kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's great. We harmonize with each other and stuff.
So Lines West has played at Andy's.
Yes, yeah. So it's
Have
gonna
you
be-
played Blue?
Never, no.
Okay.
Last night was the first time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what a cool room.
Yeah, it is a nice room.
very
And she
cool.
expanded it. It used to be smaller.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so
'Cause
it's quite a nice room now.
it's funny because they had on their backline information on the website. It's a small room. Don't get loud. And I got in there. I thought it's not that small. It's actually.
Well, they expanded it. Maybe they need to edit their website. Who knows? Whatever.
who
We
knows?
all need to edit our websites.
Editing our website.
Editing our website.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
uh,
It's there's so much stuff that you have to do as a performer nowadays. You have to do absolutely everything. Not that I'm complaining. Don't get me wrong. But it's just getting to all these things. Sometimes you miss some things, and
Right.
Updating the website is definitely one of them. And you're looking at like, oh my God, that's so old. I got to get rid of that or got to change it.
So does Lines West have a website?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
So now you're in the we thing.
well, no, Lines West is a we.
We.
Is a
Okay,
we. Yeah, it's,
okay.
it's basically two guys. So it's like we're two songwriters. We put together a guild or a band, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. It's a band. But,
So what's the website for that?
lineswest.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then is there a Brian Larney website?
There is. A BrianLarney.com is actually where, if we're going to, like I said before, we're pivoting off of this town hall notion because
Okay.
of the obvious.
Yeah.
So it's BrianLarney.com as where you
Okay.
can find out all information about
BrianLarney.com. It's LARNEY.
why. Yes.
And wow, I'm glad you could stop in. We can do like maybe another live one or another one off the record or two.
Sure.
One live one and one off the record.
Yeah. What do you want to do first?
Why don't we go to the record? Give you a
Okay.
break.
Let me see.
Pick a
This is-
track. Pick a number.
All right, we'll pick a number. We're just gonna.
And you're listening to us folk here on WMPG in Portland, Maine.
Let me see. I'm trying. How about the first song? You mean Allison's kind of it's more upbeat.
Okay. It's a short one.
Oh, you want a long one?
No. It's just short.
We can go with the second one if you want. That's 17 minutes long. Is that?
Is it really?
No, I'm messing with you. I'm sorry. it's
You're
my,
a good sport, like I said. All
It's-
right.
it's
No,
my-
we're going to go to...
It's my opus.
it's, this one is a a minute and 48
Oh,
seconds.
it is short, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
is.
mean Allison's very short.
Okay. And we'll go with that. You're listening to Us Folk Here. The guest this morning is Brian Larney, all the way up from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Again, playing tonight at Andy's on Commercial Street at 6 p.m.
Lay the cards down, light the candle, put the lamp out. Time to rise up to your fears. Greet the morning sun and all while underneath your feet. Landscape changing gears. Let's go. Let's get away from here and not come back for years. Say namaste, my dear. You and me and Allison. Faith disappoints, you were anointed, now the most you feel Jesus in your tears. Feel the rising tide and swim across the great divide, canyons of your fears. Let's go, let's get away from here and not come back for years. Say namaste, my dear, you and me and Allison. Let's go. Let's get away from here and not come back for years. Say namaste, my dear, you and me and Allison. Let's go. You and me and Allison. Let's go. You and me and Allison. Let's go. You and me and Allison.
Yeah, we did say it was a quick one. And it was You, Me, and Allison from the album At the Starting Line from Brian Larney. You're listening to Us Folk here on WMPG. We are community radio. We're going to do one more live one with Brian, and then if you'd like to see him, he's going to be at Andy's, and I'm sure he'll have EPs and stuff available for people. Okay. And,
It's gonna be a fun night.
whoops.
Oh, that's fine. I felt like I was talking to no one, you know.
Maybe because your mic was off, and that was an operator error. I'm the
Excellent.
operator, and I made a mistake. I apologize. So now we're back with Brian Larney, and he's going to do one more song. What are we going to do?
It's a song called "Closed Door."
Closed Door.
Right.
All right.
Standing at the starting line, you won't let the gun fire. Your red light shines for a lifetime, but I've been idling all night, and I've been waiting, and I've been waiting, and I've been waiting behind your closed door. Is there no secret handshake that I can use to let me in? No, no, no passwords that I can break, no hidden code deep within. And I've been waiting, and I've been waiting, and I've been waiting behind your closed door.
Brian Larney, live in the studio. Closed Door was the name of the track. It's on, it is on one of these discs here. It's on the Starting Line.
That's right. I will have those tonight.
You'll have those tonight. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I really kind of like the solo thing.
Thank you, man.
You know, I really do. I like the craft that you've shared today.
Well,
That's
thank
cool.
you so much. I've been doing that more and been traveling, doing by myself a lot lately, and it's grown on me. It's fun.
Sweet. Thanks again so much.
Thank you.
And again, website for you is brianlarney.com.
Right.
And then everybody can find all your other.
Yeah, I'm all over Facebook and all that stuff, you know, and et cetera. YouTube.
Great.
Go to YouTube. Sure.
YouTube.
You can see some live videos and.
There's some good stuff. There's some band stuff that's really good.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
And hopefully you can partake of it. brianlarney.com. You're listening to WMPG.org. My name is Chris. Brian is heading to Andy's or a nap, and then Andy's.
Definitely heading for a nap.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.